What's up, guys? So I've been going really hard on the anti-wheel bite videos on Instagram. These little shorts, people seem to like them. See this piece of aluminum, this piece of plastic, and this piece of a PVC pipe. Now, what do all three of those things have in common? Well, I'm trying to prevent wheel bite. If you had a deep cupped aluminum washer under the back bushing, it would pinch up against the hanger, so you could put all your weight on that wheel without getting wheel bite. Sure, you could just wax your deck. You could just use smaller wheels, taller trucks, riser pads, all that stuff. But I like the feeling of loose trucks. So the problem is usually your bushing gets worn down over time. It's smaller than it once was. So you could put 2 washers on top, 2 washers on the bottom. If you had a cupped aluminum washer that was as deep as 3 washers, it would pinch against the hanger and prevent wheel bite. So I looked at a few different things to make something like this, and I ended up using a PVC pipe. So it worked. I still had the same feeling of that bottom bushing, but you could pinch before the wheel actually hit. This could help with 5.0s because you don't have that friction of that back wheel pinching. What's next? DIY lappers and copers? These videos really aren't for me, because I don't really get a lot of wheel bite. On the Lurpivs, I've gotten wheel bite a few times, even though they're a really tall truck. But now that I've broken them in a little bit, I don't really get wheel bite on those. I don't think I've ever gotten wheel bite on Slappies, and I skate those a lot. I skate them with kind of small wheels, like 53s. So I don't think there's any chance of me getting wheel bite, even if I skate these as loose as I possibly can. But a lot of people get wheel bite. I just got a comment today that somebody actually puts rubber bands on the bottom bushing and it makes it feel just like new and they don't get wheel bite. So maybe I'll try that in another one of these Instagram clips, but check these out, see if they're helpful to you. So I know you guys get a little confidence boost when you're able to scratch off some of that aluminum on your truck with a curb. That little dopamine hit causes your 120-pound skater body to feel like a 130-pound UFC bodybuilder. But it's actually easy to do because aluminum is a really soft metal. So what about vert or transition skaters, people that don't skate street at all? Remember when Tony Hawk used to give his boards away to random people at demos? Some skaters actually don't need as much aluminum in the same places as street skaters. And I know most of the things I say are satirical and I do troll you guys a lot, but just think about that for a second. So Lurpiv trucks do get wheel bite if you're skating a wheel above 53 millimeters. Look, a lot of turn with a little bite. So put some wax under your wheels. So I made a longer video talking about how a deeper aluminum cupped washer would prevent this by interacting with the hanger, and I used a PVC pipe and some pieces of aluminum and different things to emulate what that would be like if I had machined out an actual washer like that. So check that out. Also check out the video of the OC ramp. This is a great little ramp. I made a whole video on YouTube about it. But people on YouTube only want to watch videos about drama, braille, or the temple situation. I've been really impressed with these 2 truck companies lately. These are 2 new truck companies, and they're some of my favorites. They got that nice pinch, but you also got that nice turn. So best of both worlds. Couldn't suggest Lurpiv and Slappy enough, so check them out. I think I'm gonna stop focusing so much on wheel bite now and maybe move on to something different, because it's not something that I really deal with that much personally. But yeah, the ways to prevent wheel bite would be taller trucks, smaller wheels, riser pad, tighter trucks, harder bushings, 2 washers on top, 2 washers on the bottom. You could cut wheel wells. That's where you take a grinder, cut a little bit off right here. You could wax your deck. Just put a bunch of wax where the wheel would hit so the wheel kind of slips when it hits. Yeah, there's tons of ways to prevent wheel bite. So yeah, when you wax your deck, you're just waxing like right where the wheel would hit. And I like Lurpivs for this because you've got so much room. These are so tall. Look, you can fit this entire wax under that wheel, and this is a larger wheel. I think it was like 56 millimeters, maybe 58. So yeah, just get a bunch of wax under there and you can have your trucks as loose as you want. So I also did some videos where I was grinding down my Slappies, but I was using a grinder instead of my body. So I was trolling you guys pretty hard on that video, and it worked. You guys commented a lot. So everybody knows it's easier to lock in with big wheels than small wheels. But what if your wheels are worn down and you just can't lock into a 50-50? Well, you could skate your truck until you dig your own grooves in the truck. But if you keep slipping out and falling, that's hard. It takes time. So you could take a grinder, cut a little bit of the truck off. So this video is clearly like halfway joking and halfway like actual advice. I wouldn't do this. You could really mess your truck up. Like, unless you get free trucks and you just want to mess around. It's kind of fun. But yeah, don't take it too seriously. Did you guys know that street skateboarding was a spin-off of scootering? Yes, scooters preceded skateboards. I've known this since before I skated because my grandfather used to skate in the 30s and 40s. He was born in the 20s. They used to have these crate scooters. They had roller skate wheels on them. He'd rip the wooden handlebars off and skate. Then my dad actually skated later in the 60s and 70s. So I know we make fun of scooter riders because it's super easy and stupid, but without them, we wouldn't have skateboarding. But vert skating came from surfing, so sometimes I make videos like that for you guys, not necessarily because it's something that I'm struggling with personally, but I just get a lot of messages and questions about that kind of stuff, so I make a video about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a shorter one. If you like this kind of content, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit that subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching.